Gonna make me some breakfast. I'm losing people now. Who's gonna be the first one to pop in? Silver and Cigars. Good morning, buddy. How you doing? Man, what a week, huh? What a week. I don't even know what to. Oops. Man, yeah. I've been just grinding away. Been putting some metals down. I don't know, Christmas is coming up, so man, these holidays. First off, the holidays have always been, I don't know, I always get kind of down in the dumps and depressed about holidays or during the holiday season. I don't know why. I've been like this for a long time now. But so it's always been kind of a rough one. But now it's getting even a little more difficult. Hey, Michael, good morning. Hey, Semper Fi. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Oh, that seems like a lot of bacon. What does Semper Fi mean? Semper Fidelis. It's Latin. It means always faithful. Yeah, today is the 249th Marine Corps birthday. 249 years old. And we were the only branch of the military that was actually organized and conceived in a bar. And then they wonder why most Marines like to drink so much at one point. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can't say that I do. Do you know Buck Rogers? Cigars, check this out. 1881. I don't know, I think that's the New Orleans mint. It is a little old down there, but man, what a week. Had a pretty good solid run at my second job. Heck, I didn't even do too bad last night. I think I'm gonna make some French toast this morning. Hey, Captain, good morning. Yep, yeah, the price of silver and gold kind of took a nosedive, didn't it? Just a little bit. I don't want to get all too political in here, but I probably will. But that Trump sucker, he cost me money already the very next day. That's just a little joke. That's a little joke I've been making. He just president-elect and he's already costing me money. I gotta say that a little bit on the down low, because if old Mrs. hears me saying that, she'll come out here and probably take the meat cleaver to me. Bad joke. No, it's a good joke. If you follow the prices of silver and gold, you'll know that right after they announced that he won, it kind of took a nose. The prices dropped. See? But the stock market did skyrocket. I don't know. I think it just goes to show that the strength of the dollar is gonna go up a little bit. So how do I feel about crypto? Oh my God, that's a good question. First of all, I don't know shit about crypto. I don't know very much at all about it. Miss West Texas bought some stock into XRP, and when she bought it, it was 63 cents a share, and shortly after she bought it, it went down to 52 cents. Yeah, mister, that's all. That was all I was getting at, is the last few months, these knuckleheads have been talking about how the strength of the dollar was strong. The dollar is strong, the economy's roaring back. Yet silver and gold was reaching record levels. And not so much silver, but gold definitely was, and silver was on the way up. I mean, it was higher than it had been in several years. Anyways, So these knuckleheads were talking about how good everything was getting, but the price of metals was going up. And if anybody knows anything about the price of metals, they go up when the dollar gets weaker. So that was my, I mean, other than the obvious, that was kind of should have been an indication to everybody that they were full of shit. So the night that that it was called, I think everything kind of went back down to normal, or as close to normal as possible. I mean, gold is still at 2,700 an ounce, 27 something, 2,700 and something, I should say, an ounce. Yeah. But like you said, it's just it's a better buying opportunity. Um, as long as it sticks kind of where it's at, it ain't a bad thing. And like I was saying earlier with the, hey, you're welcome. It was my pleasure actually. It was a lot of fond memories and a lot of lifelong friends and bonds formed. A lot of heartache, but it was all worth it. Ah, boy. Hey, how's it going? I think it's something that every young man in this country should do. Uh, Obviously, I'm not talking about like a forced service, but I don't remember how many years, but in South Korea, the young men and women there, they have to serve in some kind of a public service. And, it I think that's a good thing. It's gonna, it should build. God, that's even that's been that word. The word patriotism has even been turned into, they've tried to turn into I guess a bad word, I guess, for the lack of a better saying. They're trying to turn it into something hateful. When somebody's patriot, they're automatically labeled as a hateful. Yeah, that could be it. I tell you who's some hard little SOBs is that those ROK Marines, Republic of Korea Marines. Oh man, there's some hard chargers right there. Joy, hi. I am making some bacon right now, and I think I'm gonna make some French toast. No, it's regular pork bacon. Yeah, just the regular old bacon. That dang bacon went up. Price of bacon went up $1. I think I said that. You'll probably hear me complain about the price of bacon every Sunday morning because this is what I do Sunday mornings. I work 2 jobs, so I'm not home very often. Well, often enough. But on the plus side, though, the second job is only like 3 blocks away from the house. So, but I'm always working. I probably, I don't know how many hours I put in. I know at my first job, this last period, I put in 200 and, I'm sorry, not 200, almost 116 hours. So that with my second job is pretty good. Not bad for fixing to be 47. Yeah, Rumpelstiltskins. There's no way in hell you'd ever catch me cooking turkey bacon. I know Thanksgiving's coming up. I'm not even a super huge fan of turkey. That's what I'm gonna have for dinner. Yep, that's we should all get one of these on Thanksgiving. Kevin, I'm not sure. I don't delete anything or censor anything. So wow, cigars 125. Yeah, that's huge for me, buddy. It's this vertical stream. Hi, everybody. Yeah, tomahawk ribeye. Yeah, they just scroll on through. It's all right. I don't mind at all cigars. Hey, but if y'all like to hit that subscribe button, feel free. If you're into precious metals, give me a follow. If you're thinking about getting into precious metals, give old Silver and Cigars a follow. Man, that guy's like he's a freaking genius on metals. Let me I don't know. Cigars, drop your link in there, man. It dropped off to 80. It dropped off to 84 when I showed my face. Yeah. Tell you the truth, I just kind of bought, I don't know, I was looking for something else for dinner tonight. And I figured, I figured me and Miss West Texas could split that. Rumple, you don't eat meat or beef or pork. To each their own. Well, I'm a pretty huge bacon fan. Kind of like, but I don't know. If I had my way, I wouldn't be. Man, I like variety. Growing up where I grew up in Oregon, we grew up eating a lot of wild game. Whether it be ducks, geese, um, turkey, and just things like that. A lot of wild fish, a lot of salmon, steelhead. Yeah, cigars. Drop your channel in there, buddy. So Rumple, I can relate to that. I'm not a huge chicken breast fan. I'd rather have like the drums and thighs and no, sir. There's not a there's no such thing as excess of bacon. Son of a bitch, where'd that come from? Oh damn! Jesus, this pan looks like it's from the '70s. What the frick is this? Judge, thank you. Happy birthday. That's probably done enough. If y'all don't know, you add a little bit of water to that bacon and it makes it better. Zumbucks. Oh, that's I think I got the notification when I was at the store this morning. Yeah. Well, I got that Morgan and a 5 ounce, another one of them 5 ounce Silver Towns. Rumple, hey Herman, good morning. Where are you from, Rumple? Hey, orange is my favorite tasting crayon. It has the most flavor. You can actually taste the orange. India. So, what's and this was, I think a lot of us have been kind of curious about gold in India. I mean, it's used quite a bit for. Yeah, there it goes. Hold on a second here. How's the the prices on gold in India. Is it relatively the same as it is here? Or is it... Dang, that pan's smoking. Household gold hoarding is huge here, I guess. Yeah, it's not really that huge here. Gold jewelry, maybe, but not even that much. Captain, I saw that while I was shopping today. You can actually buy buckets of bacon grease at Walmart. I think that's kind of crazy. It's cheaper in Dubai. I've never been to Dubai or Singapore. My wife has been to Dubai, but I haven't. Hey Bradley, good morning. Happy Sunday. It's kind of the sad thing is other parts of the world, they don't rely so heavily on as much commercial food as we do here. Heck yeah, Jeremy. Well, we're going to bullshit. We can bullshit about anything. Ask a question, I'll try to answer it. Hey, thanks, Judd. Man, thank you, and you have an amazing day as well. What's playing on the TV in the background? Shit, man, I cheat. This live stream's playing on the TV in the background. Yep. It's the live stream. I really don't know why I started doing that or when I started, but it's just something I do. I'm not sure. I'm kind of funny that way. Once I start doing something a certain way, it's not OCD, but it's definitely something I'll keep doing it the same way for no particular reason at all. Yeah, that's a nice sound, huh? Cast iron is cast iron is the definitely the way to cook. Dave, how's it going? Well, I'd already cooked the bacon. We are moving on to the sausage, and here pretty quick, I'm gonna do the French toast. Just regular old French toast today. Nothing too fancy. I'll I'll probably just eat over easy eggs. I've never been a huge fan of a sweet breakfast. So, Captain brought up a good point this morning about bacon grease. It You can buy it now at Walmart by the bucket, and I had made the comment that here in America we rely too dang much on commercial food. Rumple, $95 a gram. That's about kind of about what it goes for here for 1 gram. Hell no, Jimmy Dean's. I ain't rich. This is that Owens Best or something like that. Growing up, like I was saying, we had a meat grinder and a lot of duck sausage, deer sausage, elk sausage. We did all that, you know, kind of on our own. Hey, Rumple, thanks for stopping in. Give it a subscribe if you'd like. I'm not really a serious content creator, I guess. I just like to get on here and mess around and half-ass sound like I know what I'm talking about. So I went in the Marine Corps right out of high school. I was 18 years old, and what an experience. I mean, it was not really that eye-opening for me, but at the time, you know, I went in 1996. So I graduated in 96 and went in right after. Actually, before that, I had been talking to the Navy recruiter. I had the Navy recruiter stop by the house one day, and that sucker reached out to, hell, I was 16 at the time, and that sucker reached out to shake my hand, and he did this little soft, limp-wristed handshake, and I told him that would be all. He could go ahead and turn around and head back home. I wasn't interested in the Navy. And one of my best friends was talking to the Marine recruiter, and I happened to answer the telephone when it was him calling. And I still remember him. Staff Sergeant Hall. He's in the recruiting station there in Bend, Oregon. So like I said, I was only 16 years old at the time when I started talking to the recruiter. And that's something that I'd always known I wanted to do. Always, ever since I was a little boy, I knew. My dad used to tell me Army stories, you know, when I was a kid. And I just knew that when I got old enough that I wanted to join the military. Thank you for your service, gun owner 26. So it was just something that I always knew I wanted to do, and so at 16 I started talking to the recruiter. And he decided he was going to get permission, or he needed to get permission from my mom so we could start filling out some of the paperwork and whatnot, you know, the things that needed to be done. And, you know, this several months had passed by and I turned 17, and he shows up at the house, knocks on the door. My mom opens the door and sees this man standing there in his dress blues, and she slammed that damn door right in his face. Boom. Turned around and started just laying into me. What the F do you think you're doing? Are you effing crazy? And guy knocks on the door again, and my mom opens the door for him, and he says, "Ma'am, before you shut the door, can I go ahead and tell you how well your son's doing in high school?" And at the time, I was, you know, he just happened to catch her on the day that they were home, that my mom was home, and she stopped and she says, "What do you got to say?" And he says, "You know, your son makes it to school probably three to 4 days out of the week." And he says, "With your permission, if you sign these papers here, if I have to drag him to my office to make sure he gets his schoolwork done and bring him to school and all that, make sure he graduates, I will." She signed right away. I don't know about no Saturday Night Live skit with Ariana Grande. I don't watch Saturday Night Live. So yeah, loaded, you know, hung around the hometown there for a few. Loaded that plane up to at the Met station there. Drove to Portland, Oregon, flew out of Portland and flew into San Diego. But what a trip. I mean, the first week of boot camp. First week of boot camp was just a big blur. Yeah, I'm in Texas now. Sleep deprivation, everything's just crazy and chaotic. And one of the, oh shit, overdone that side. Oh well. One of the most vivid memories I have about the first week of boot camp is these 18, 19, 20-year-old kids that were just laying up in their bunks at night crying. I mean, there's one of these cats, he must have been, he was a little bit older than us. He must have been 23 years old, and he was laying up in his bunk talking about, I want my mom, I want my mom. You know, and it's like, shut the hell up, man. You should have known what you were signing up for. Yeah, east of the Mississippi's Parris Island, west of San Diego, and I was in San Diego. You know, and that was a real shocker to me. It's like, you know, what these kids think they were joining up for. I mean, you already know that the Marine Corps is known for being some of the most, yeah, Hollywood Marine for sure. At least we didn't have to get ate up by no sand fleas. But, you know, we're supposed to be the baddest mother effers that walk the face of the earth, and these kids are showing up to boot camp crying for their mommy, wet in the bed. Good God. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell did I sign up for? Yeah. Proud gun owner 26. You damn near had me to start quoting Full Metal Jacket right there. But I'd probably get shut down if I quoted all of it. Anyways, yeah, it was just a real, God, you know. Graduated from boot camp. Went to SOI there in Camp Pendleton. First time I ever got poison oak. That was, you know, that was kind of little word of advice to everybody out there in the chat. I don't know how many of you are female in here, but if you're, either way, if you think you might have had poison oak, don't go touching your privates. It will definitely transfer. MK, hello. Yeah. You know, and that was all great too. I mean, not the poison oak. I didn't really like having. Really didn't like having poison oak on my junk. Blake, happy birthday. Yeah, you know, I really didn't chew too much, but when I was in, I think after I got to the duty station. Now y'all are gonna laugh because you know you already called me a Hollywood Marine, but y'all wanna know where my duty station was? Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii. Boys, so not only was I a Hollywood Marine, but I was also a Hawaii Marine. Craig, good morning. How are you doing today? Now, y'all, now Hawaii wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. No, it's not. I mean, it wasn't bad. Craig's from Hawaii, I believe. So you know, when we get to Hawaii, we did a trip to Okinawa. Did a deployment to Okinawa. Came back and we had picked up the fresh batch of Marines that came into the fleet. And it just still blew me away how little some of these kids knew. Um, Having to teach somebody that's only a year younger than you how to do laundry, you know, how to work a washing machine. It was kind of crazy. It was like, you know, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Doesn't nobody teaches nothing anything anymore, you know? Hell, Blake, you know, it I look at things a little different. I think is a every little thing has its that happens is for a reason, for a purpose. So Hayden, it's sausage, man. I think it's seasoned enough. So this kid, you know, I had to show several of them, give them a whole little lesson plan on how to do laundry. And as I'm talking to him, this kid just seems like way overly enthused about learning how to work a washing machine. And I said, Hannah, what the hell are you so happy about? And he said, well, Corporal, this is the first time in my life I've had running water. And I about fell over. Oh, man. He was up there from the Appalachians somewhere. And he turned out to be a great, great kid, a great Marine. Yeah, definitely, but it was. Yeah, so, just stories like that made it great. There was did some training in the Philippines. That was interesting. We got attached to a platoon of Philippine Marines. And we were back in there so dang far. We couldn't get a water resupplied or nothing like that. And we had to eat what they ate for a few days. And what they were eating was cached hot dogs and rice and 2 pickled eggs. Hawaiian food is amazing. I never really tried much of the local stuff there when I was in. That's one of the regrets I do have is we didn't really get to try too much of the local cuisine of any of the places I've been to. Gun owner, are you still in the chat? Are you into precious metals, silver, gold, or anything like that? Oh, what am I doing next? I make Starbucks damn creamer, but when I make my French toast, I pour a touch of creamer in it. That Cracker Barrel. I haven't been to a Cracker Barrel in forever. Oh no, an extract. Well, shit. A touch of, sorry, I couldn't find the real vanilla, but a touch of vanilla. And some cinnamon. Silver Stallion, good morning. Nah, I could see the gains in crypto. I just, like I said, I don't really understand it too much. Going to Montana and sapphire hunting, that would be fun. There are a lot of fake coins, but there's a lot of ways you can detect them too. And usually, Adolf, hey everybody, we got a bona fide celebrity in here now. So I got the little coffee creamer in there, some vanilla, imitation vanilla, some cinnamons, probably one of the best brands of bread anybody could ever get. I don't mind the. I mean, there's some in the silver and gold stacking community that they're just dead set on being against crypto, and about as much as I can understand of it is I should have bought Bitcoin in 2009. So that's kind of why I do just coins now, silver and some gold when I can. Cranky, good morning, buddy. How are you doing? You're a lot cranky today, huh? Probably got to turn the fire up just a little more on that. T-Bird, good morning. I'm going to flip that around. Hey, I'm a little crooked. Uh-oh, what's going on here? There, how's that? That better, everybody? Whole family's there today. Nice. Yeah, everybody's still kind of in bed right now. Yeah, French toast is on the menu. Like I said, I usually don't do a like a sugary breakfast type deal. I'm not really into that too much, but it's been a while and the kids are gonna love it. I need to find time to make it in for a haircut. That is one catchy name right there. I tell you what, Adolf Hitler. Hey brother, how are you? So feel free to ask any questions y'all want. Stallion, hope your day's going okay. Do y'all like the real maple syrup? Oh, slapjack, bourbon aged. I think I'll get some. I think I'll try some of that out this morning on mine. If I have one, I might just have regular old eggs. That's the other key. Uh, I use bacon grease for everything, just about for everything. Well, Bradley, I made gravy the other day. I think it was about 2 Sundays ago. I made biscuits and gravy. I like good biscuits and gravy, but I'm not very good at it. I'm not really a big fan of French toast either, but I like a good corned beef hash for breakfast. Yeah, it's about breakfast time. Getting her done. What was one of the hardest times in the Marines? If you, there was a few. There was quite a few. Saying saying goodbye. Honestly, getting out was probably one of the hardest times for me. Um, it was not knowing what was next. That was kind of difficult. You go in at 18. You know what you're doing. You learn what you're doing. It's organized, and if you don't know what you're doing, somebody's going to tell you what to do. So it's very structured, and so getting out's kind of my MOS. Take a guess. Just yeah, 0311 infantry. Then like what Proud just said, it getting out was getting out was one of my regrets too. I was getting out, and they don't prepare you for getting out. That's for sure. You get out and you hit the workforce, and I was, went back home and small town Oregon, got a job in the wood mill, and you know everybody that I went to school with is working there. The only difference is they got a 4 year head start on me. So Bellows, thank you. And maybe it's different now than it was then, but back then, they would feed you that whole line of, you can get out and be anything you want to be and take college courses while you're in and do this and do that, and everything's great, and that wasn't the case for us when I was in. Didn't really have time to take any classes on anything except for training classes. Well, and I did. You know, it I that wood mill. I became a machine operator in a little. It took me about a year and a half, and I learned how to run the machine. And people are like, people nowadays would be like, wow, that's a long time to learn how to run a machine, but it's a very complicated piece of equipment, and it's a string of them. But I figured it out, and I became a machine operator, and everything was good. Got out, got out of that job, and I ended up becoming a wildland firefighter. I mean, that was, yeah, Karen, I'm sorry to hear that. I know loss is hard. We just lost my dad a few months ago. Ooh, that one got a little burnt. Oh well, it'll work. CH53s. Yeah. Never knew my real dad. Turned out he's part of the reason why part of the reason why my mom had such a hard time with me joining the Marine Corps, and she never told me anything about my real dad, was that he's a Marine and a Vietnam veteran. Never knew that until maybe 10 years ago. So wildland firefighting, yeah, that was a very, very cool job, very interesting job. It was actually one of the closest jobs that I've had to being in the service. God, was it fun. It was, I mean, it was a lot like being in the service. And if I wouldn't have wasted those years being in the wood mills and warehouses, I would have definitely have liked to have a career in wildland firefighting. Even being a smoke jumper would have been fun. I'm a little too old now. 47 is coming fast. Yeah, not anymore, I wouldn't. I'm too old, too out of shape. I could always work on getting back into shape, but yeah, Air Force is a pretty safe bet. Yeah, Craig, nothing. One training exercise. Hell, I forgot where we were at. It was cold, I remember that, and it was in Hawaii, so it was probably on the Big Island. It was around Thanksgiving time, and they got us some hot chow out there in the field, some bucket chow, and man, we were very, very thankful for it. Did you want some coffee?
Yeah, I was thinking about getting another cup.
Oh, you already had a cup?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I think this is about done here, so I think I got one more I can get out of this. Hey, the missus she just decided to come out and join everybody. Say good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, it was the Big Island, the Pakaloa training area. They said good morning. And that's it. Bradley says good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Dudley.
Craig says good morning, Mrs. WTS.
Good morning, Craig. How are y'all this morning? This beautiful day.
It's been getting kind of chilly here in the mornings. A little bit.
Oh, it was 40 this morning.
Either that or I'm turning into a weak ass, because
It was like 40 degrees.
yeah, but 40 degrees used to be nothing for me.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you were used to cooler weather.
40 degrees, and I was running outside in a t-shirt, and that was about it. Burgundy, I like it. I like that. I'm not a big fan of time changes. I like I don't mind being at work when it gets dark and leaving work when it's dark. You ready to eat? You ready to throw some?
I am.
Hey, did you know that they got buckets of bacon grease at Walmart now?
No way.
Yeah. Ain't that some
I don't
shit?
know if I would trust it.
I wouldn't trust it either.
You know, they have a recall. They just had a recall on, they said like 1 point something million pounds of meat, and also frozen waffles that have listeria.
Who said?
I don't know. I just saw TikTok about it.
Oh, TikTok. Don't believe everything you hear on TikTok.
Well, I'll look it up.
I miss deer hunting too. Don't really get a chance here anymore.
£12 million pounds. Ready to eat meat and poultry.
Have y'all heard about the recall? Ready to eat meat and poultry?
Boar's head deli meat.
Boar's head deli meat.
Frozen waffles and pancakes, all with listeria.
With listeria. That boarhead's meat, they sell that at Market Street.
I know.
Glad we don't eat that shit.
But what's ready to eat meat and poultry?
Ready to eat meat,
Bruce Pack recalled nearly 12 million pounds of ready to eat meat and poultry products due to the potential for listeria contamination. Maybe we don't have that brand around here?
What?
Bruce Pack?
I don't know. I never heard of it.
I've never heard either. Yeah, it's true.
Checks, good morning. That's true. How many millions of pounds?
12 million.
12 million pounds.
12 million. That's a lot.
Holy, yeah.
That is a lot.
No, I'm over here near Midland. That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of food.
It is.
You know, I'm that acre of land out in West Odessa is sounding a hell of a lot better each and every day. I know how much you'd love to live out in West Odessa. If y'all ain't heard about West Odessa, it's if Herman's still in the chat, I'm sure he knows about West Odessa. It's
Herman's in the chat.
He might be.
He's probably not, because he would have said hi.
West Odessa. How do you describe West Odessa? How would you describe West Odessa?
West Odessa. A lot of Hispanic people.
A lot of guns.
Lot of guns. Crime.
It's like the Wild West out there, huh?
And partying.
Yeah.
A lot of people party out there. Which there's some nice houses, you know. My friend lives in a really nice house out there. You've been to it?
Yeah, but
that place where we lived.
yeah, that was pretty wild.
Do you know that you have stuff right there?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
That's my prepper food.
Oh, you're doing the challenge.
Yes.
Is this your receipt?
Yes. So I'm sorry, I left the whole thing blank, but so I don't know if y'all know Dean R. Semper Fi, Pirate Stacker. He did this challenge the other day about $30 and under prepper food challenge, and I thought I would partake in that today, and I got some Big John's pickled sausage and a big jar of Valentina. That's prepper food. Wisconsin. Well, I bet it's getting a little bit chilly right there now.
Is it ready?
It is ready. I just gotta make my eggs real quick since I don't eat French toast.
Throw this out for me.
Oh, did you see that?
Yes.
What do you want me to do with this?
Pour it out and just give me the cup back. And then this too.
You
I fell asleep. I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah, it's 249th birthday.
Today?
Huh?
Today's the Marine Corps birthday?
Well, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. You
Happy
didn't know?
birthday.
Well, thank you.
Well, I mean, I knew it was, I thought it was tomorrow.
No, tomorrow's Veterans Day.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow is Veterans Day.
Yeah. Oh, I miss the snow. Growing up in Oregon, I definitely miss the snow. One of the things that yeah, that's probably one of the things I miss the most is the snow, the winters. Yeah. Utah, I like Utah. Utah ain't so bad. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Yeah, it's on a Sunday. Yeah, Eastern Oregon. Well, you get up there in the Blue Mountains and in the Ocho Mountains and stuff. It doesn't look so much like Egypt, but Silverton, kind of nice place.
Can you make me a plate after you with your egg?
I'm done, baby. I'm done. Well, everybody, it was nice chatting with you. Some of you regulars, good to see you. T-Bird, Craig, Dean R. Y'all have a good Sunday. Stay safe. Have a good week. And simplify. God bless. Everybody's hungry. And Mrs. is over
You don't
here.
have to get off. I just
Mrs.
want a
over here is
plate.
giving me the eye.
No, I'm not.
She's giving
I
me
just
the
asked her to make me a plate.
Simplify, proud gun owner. She's hangry right now.
I'm just hungry.
Y'all be good. Have a good week.
Bye, everyone.